2020. I don't even know what there is to say about this. Now, originally for this video, I was going to put my face cam on and just kind of talk the whole time with my face cam, but I did, and the camera quality was really shit because I'm using a webcam on my computer, so I just scrapped that, and I think for now I'm just going to talk, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know if I'm going to have some of my clips from this year, like some of my videos from this year playing in the background, or what, but I'll find something, because I don't want you guys to just kind of stare at a black screen. 2020 it has been a bad year for everyone, but to me, this has been probably the most important year of my life. This year has given me lots of downs, but surprisingly some ups. It's just been, especially these last 3 months. These last 3 months have been a roller coaster of emotions. Some good, some bad. I'm gonna try and talk about them a little bit, but I guess let's just start from the beginning. For those of you who don't know, who never watched my 2019 video, last year was my favorite year and the best year of my life. It was so many good things happened that year. I think I hit 200 subscribers. Yeah, I hit 200 subscribers last year. I met a girl that I really liked that year. There were so many good things that happened, like the season 9 happened last year, season X happened last year. There was just so many. Also, my vacation vlog that I did, there was just so many good things last year, and it was my favorite year. And I was really hoping 2020 would be better, but it wasn't. In fact, it was the complete opposite. It was probably the worst year of my life. 2018 will always be right up there with the worst year, and I'm still kind of debating whether or not 2018 was worse, because 2018 I had a tragic death in my family, and it still hurts. Basically, it's been really rough after that year, but 2020 is really close because a lot of shit's happened this year. Well, I guess let's just start from the beginning. So, in April, this COVID-19 started becoming a big crisis, and then quarantine happened, which wasn't that bad for me, at least, because I was used to staying indoors and things like that, so it wasn't that bad. For a lot of people, though, especially those who are extroverts who love going around and talking to people and not being indoors, it was a rough year for them, a rough month for them. And ever since then, the world's changed. You now have to go around wearing masks everywhere you go. You're always worrying if you have COVID or if someone has COVID, and it's been a lot of stressing out because of that. A lot of jobs have been put off because they've had to cut off businesses because there's not enough money going around, because the economy is not where it should be at the moment because of COVID, because people cannot work, and people catching COVID closes businesses down at the moment. There's just been a lot of stress. And then with all that going on, that was, for me, like I said, not that bad. I know it was really bad worldwide, and I know probably some people who have went through a tough time at that point. If I'm being honest, nothing really bad happened this year until around September through the rest of the year. And even then, I wouldn't say bad, this is one thing that's at least got interesting for me. Another thing that happened as well is I went on vacation on, I think it was July. We went to go see some family members, and it did not end well, and it was probably one of the worst vacations we've ever been on. It was very, very messed up. That is pretty personal, so I just want to say that, though. It was another really bad thing that happened this year. But skip ahead to September, and I guess this is where things started spinning out of control, whatever. So in September, one of my old friends I had not talked to in years contacted me and was wanting to get together. And even though COVID was going on at the moment, we took the precautions that we needed, and we met up. And it was some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. That was so much fun, him coming over, and we just did a bunch of stuff. And then I met up with two of my other friends, and one of them was, I haven't talked to any of these friends in a while, but one of them was a girl. I'm trying to find a way to make it where it doesn't sound a bit weird or anything, but she was the only female of that friend group, I guess you could say. And she wanted to come over a lot, and she did. And like every weekend, basically, she would come over, and we'd play games, and we'd just talk, and it was loads of fun. And then around October, we finally we got together, and it was nice. You know, it was nice being with her, and it was probably one of the best moments of my life being around her. That whole month from October to November, in between that was probably some of the best moments of my life, and I will never forget those memories. But close to Thanksgiving, I think it was actually the weekend before Thanksgiving, me and her was talking, and unfortunately we decided it was time to break up. And it was hard for me at first, which now I've gotten over it. I think I'm okay now. It was really rough back then though. And yeah, it was when things started going downhill. That happened that week, and this all happened in 1 week, by the way. That happened, and then one of my most beloved pets unfortunately passed away within a few days after me and her broke up, which was really, really hard on me. I know there's some people who's like, oh, it's just a pet, but I know there's also some people who understand what a pet means in their family, and he was a beloved member of our family. We have not had him for that long, granted, but we all loved him, and I still miss him to this day, and it was one of the things that made 2020 a really bad year for me. And I'm pretty sure there was some other things that happened as well, but those two were like the biggest points that really, really hurt me. And yeah, after that, it's just been, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's just, after that, it's just, this year couldn't get any better for me. Some good things happened this year as well, like, I think this month some good things happened. I'm trying to remember, but literally that's about the only two things I remember from this month was what happened in November, because that week was one of the roughest weeks of my life, and it taught me some things though. It was rough, but it's taught me some things that I'm glad lessons I've learned basically, and it's the most important year of my life. But there have been some good in this year as well. Like for instance, like I said, I had a girlfriend. It was a really nice relationship. At least I thought it was. So during the time we had, it was very, very nice. Something else that happened as well is like I said, I've learned a lot of lessons which I'd consider good, and I don't have as much self-hatred, I guess, anymore as I have in the past. I know in the past I've said before, if you guys watch my older videos, which I'd recommend not watching because they're all pretty bad mostly, but if you have watched them, you know when I said I have kind of self-hatred towards myself, or at least I did. And this year, I don't want to say I've been working on that, but I don't really have as much self-hatred as I did. And I'm still trying not to hate myself as much, but it's sometimes hard, but I'm working on it, and that's a good thing. Something else that's really good that's happened as well is this year is when I met my best friend Kevin, who's been there for me a lot of times, especially during the times when me and my girlfriend broke up, and when my pet passed away. He was there for me as well, and that's something I need to say right now. Kevin, if you are watching this, I don't know if you are, but thank you so much. You've been there for me when I had no one, and you've had my back when no one else has had my back, so thank you so much, man. Those are depths, I guess you could say, or those are something I can never repay you for, and it means so much to me that you stick by me, so thank you so much. Another person as well that I want to thank is Jaden. Jaden's also been there for me as well. I know in the past I've not been the best to him, and this is, Jaden, if you're watching this is for you. I have not been the best to him in the past. I have been kind of a douchebag, and I have some jokes, I guess you could say, and said some things that were not appropriate and was kind of harsh towards him. But I am atoning for my mistakes right now, and I'm really sorry, Jaden. I hope you are watching this, and I hope you can come to forgive me. I've been trying to, like I said, atone for my mistakes. This man has done a lot for me, money-wise, and it's been helping me out. Well, it's not helping me out, but it's still, he's basically given some of his money to me, and I just want to say thank you, Jaden, very, very much. I think that's kind of all I wanted to say. I didn't want this to be like I thought, not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be a 40-minute video, but I guess it's not going to. This is probably gonna be a lot of editing for me to do, because I keep stuttering a lot, which is something I'm trying to get better on. It's like the more I talk, the worse I get. I think the problem is I'm trying to say so many words, process so many words, that my mouth kind of gets jumbled around with what I'm saying, which is what happens when I'm reading a lot. I'll sometimes just stop and for a second while reading. It's because my mind's, it's hard to explain. It's basically, I think I have autism. I guess that's the way you can say it. But I don't know. But the stuttering is, I'm gonna try and probably cut a lot of it out because it can get annoying. And I don't even have a stuttering problem. I don't know why I'm starting to stutter a lot, but it's just gonna be a lot of editing for me to do. And that's, I guess, another good thing that's happened this year as well. I've switched editing software, which has been really helpful with like reading edits. And this is something I'm gonna say right now to kind of get you guys hyped up for next year. There will be a new Fortnite Best Moments. It's been over a year, but there's gonna be a new one. I don't know when. It's in the process right now. Still got a little ways to go, but if I keep going at the rate I'm going, it's gonna be for hopefully pretty soon. But I'm really excited about working on this because like I said, it's been over a year since I've released a Fortnite Best Moments, and I'm really excited about this one. This one's gonna be a good one, I think. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I guess I get to talk about my channel, what I'm planning on doing next year. I think for next year, I want my goal to be, my original goal for this year was supposed to be for 500, which I only did because my friend Jamie was like, oh, you should try and hit 500. And that was my goal, but I knew I wasn't going to hit it, and unfortunately I was right. So for this next year, I think this is still a bit of a stretch, but I'm going to try and hit 450 subscribers. I think we're at 305 as we're recording this. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. So we're not too far off. We're only 195 off. So if anyone is watching this, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 450 subs next year. But yeah, that's gonna do it, I guess. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I just wanted to say this to get this off my chest. It's just been a rough year, and I just feel like I needed to say some of this stuff, and I hope next year's better for all of us. And for those of you who stuck by watching my videos all this year, thank you so much. I hope at least some of my videos have made you happy during these trying times. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and this is Leonard.